In this tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate the features, functionalities of a Word 2013 environment, and more importantly, we'll take a look at the various parts of the interface within this screen. Okay, so for instance, let's start with the top left side. Notice on the very top left, you'll see some icons. This set of icons essentially is called the Quick Access Toolbar. Okay, and the reason why it's called Quick Access is obviously makes sense because we can navigate to various tools and place various tools within this small toolbar on the top left side of the screen. Okay, and I'll demonstrate how to work with these in subsequent tutorials as well. But for right now, just the basic layout of the screen. So once again, this is our Quick Access Toolbar on the top left side of the screen. So as soon as you open Microsoft Word, you click on the blank document and you'll see this screen. The next area is the ribbon, okay, which is the main ribbon which contains various menu options such as your File tab, Home tab, Insert, Design, Page Layout, References, Mailings, Review, and View. So this area, which is known as the ribbon, contains various groups. And what is a group? So notice, for example, the first sort of rectangle called the clipboard is a group. And a group basically contains various tools that we can work with, such as cut, copy, format, painter, paste, and so forth. Similarly, the next group is the font group, which contains all the formatting options, such as your font size, styles, colors, and so forth. Moving on to our paragraph group, allows us to do various formatting within our document, such as moving text to the center, inserting bullets, and so forth. Then we have our styles group, which contains predefined styles that you can apply to your existing document, or you can create new styles as well. And then we have our editing group, which allows us to do some basic editing within our document, such as finding words, replacing text, selection, and so forth. So once again, the Quick Access Toolbar on the top left. Then we have our menus, the File, Home, Insert. Then our ribbon. The top right side moving towards the right side of the screen, you'll notice the little X, which means to close the document. Then you can restore down your document or minimize your document as well. The next two options are, for example, the help. So if you're looking for the Microsoft Word help feature, you can click on the question mark and it will display the help dialog box where help is shown regarding various tools. And this is the ribbon display options. So you can customize the ribbon by clicking on the ribbon display options such as auto hide, show tabs and commands. All right, great. Next is the ruler. So ruler is shown at two places within this interface. First, on top of your document, right here. And the second is on the left side of the screen, you'll see the ruler as well. Okay. Notice on the top of the side ruler, you'll see an option called a small square box, which has something like a symbol like L, right? So this is your tabs. So in other words, your left tab or center tab. So if I click on this, it will change these shapes. So this will be a right tab, for instance. If I click again, this will be a decimal tab, your bar tab, first line indent tab, hanging indent tab, and your left tab, and so forth. So by clicking once on this area will set your tabs. Okay, so we took a look at the ruler, top and the left side, and then the tabs area. All right, let's move down towards the screen. Notice on the bottom left side, you'll see page 101, which simply displays which page you are on, or your cursor is blinking right here, which is on the first page. So we are on page 101, and this document currently is a blank document, so it only contains one page. And 0 words, because I do not have any text right now within this document, so it shows me that there are 0 words within this document. And then my language settings. And this option right here is the macros. Okay, so for example, a macro is simply a series of automated steps. Okay, so for instance, if you need to record your steps and then later use them, we can create something called a macro. The right side, okay, moving towards the bottom again, the bottom right side shows you the zoom in and zoom out options. Okay, so for instance, I can click on the plus sign to zoom in within my document, or click on the minus to zoom out on my document, or I can simply use the slider and drag to the left or to the right to zoom in and zoom out. These three options, the web layout, print layout, and read mode, are simply different views that you can use to look at your document. So for instance, if I'm reading a book, or if I've opened a large document and I like to be in the read mode, so if I click on read mode, it will change the look of the interface. And notice it hides the ribbon and it hides the menus as well, and only displays the basic set of menus for me, and basically enlarges the screen, so it's easier for me to read the document. The center option here on the bottom right again is the print layout. If I click on print layout, it takes me back to the original or the default interface. And then finally, my web layout. If I click on the web layout, it also briefly changes the interface and shows a larger ruler, for example, and hides the left ruler for me. And this is useful if you need to create, edit, or manage documents that later needs to be uploaded to the web. So let me click on the print layout one more time. Takes us back to the default setting. So we took a look at the quick access toolbar, the menus, ribbon, the ruler, tabs, and on the bottom where it displays the page numbers, words, language, macros, and then on the bottom right, the various layout options, and then zoom in and zoom out within your document. Just a basic interface. Next, let's take a look at each of these menus, what these menus are and what they do. So the ribbon basically contains multiple tabs, and each tab contains several group of commands. And we can use these tabs to perform most common tasks in Word 2013. So for instance, the Home tab gives you the access to some of the most commonly used commands for working with Word 2013, such as copying and pasting, formatting, aligning paragraphs, and choosing various document styles. Next, we have the Insert tab, which allows you to insert pictures, charts, tables, shapes, cover pages, and more to your document, which can help you communicate information visually and add style to your document. And each of these groups within the Insert tabs have various functionalities. The Design tab gives you access to a variety of design tools. So for instance, document formatting, we can work with special effects, we can insert page borders, which can give your document a more polished look. Page Layout tab allows you to change the print formatting of your document, including margin widths, page orientation, page breaks, and many other commands are available. And these commands are especially helpful when preparing to print a document. The References tab allows you to add annotations to your document, such as footnotes and citations. So from here you can add a table of contents, captions, and bibliography, and these commands are helpful when composing academic papers. We can also use the Mail Merge feature in the Mailings tab, which allows quick access to composing letters, address envelopes, and create labels. And these are helpful when you need to send a letter to many different recipients, or if you're working for an organization who wishes to send mass letters to thousands of customers. This tab will help you accomplish that. We can also use the Review tab to access Word's most powerful editing features, including adding comments to an existing document and tracking changes. So if there are multiple users, for example, working with the same document, each user can add comment to the same document, and these changes can be tracked easily using this tab. And these functions make it easy to share and collaborate in documents. The View tab allows you to switch between different views of your document, and the split screen to view two parts of your document at once. And these commands are also helpful when preparing to print a document. So for example, if you like to read the document only, you can go into the read mode, or you can see it in the print layout or the web layout, and so forth. The quick access toolbar, which is located just above the ribbon, allows you to access common commands no matter which tab is selected. So by default, for example, it shows the save, undo, and several commands, and we can add or delete commands depending on your own preference. So let me just quick demonstrate how to add a command to the quick access toolbar. So I simply go up to the quick access toolbar and notice the drop down arrow. As soon as I click on the drop down arrow, it gives me several options where I can choose and select various commands that I'd like to add to this toolbar. So for instance, let's say I'm saving documents and I want to be able to add a command right on my quick access toolbar which says save as document. Okay, so if I don't see a command up here, I can always go to more commands, and if I click on more commands, it opens up the word options dialog box, and notice all my commands are listed on the left side on this column, and these are sorted by popular commands. And I can simply click on the drop down arrow and select the command that I like to display and choose the one that I'm looking for. Okay, so for instance, I'm looking for the save as command in this list, and by simply scrolling down using your mouse, we can simply add save as, which is right here. So I simply click on save as to select it, and then simply click add to add it to the right column. And once I've added the save as command to the right column, I have to simply click OK, and notice on the top on my quick access toolbar I have an option here called save as. The ruler is located at the top and to your left of your document, and it makes it easier to adjust your document with precision. So if you want to be able to hide the ruler or create more screen space, you could do so. Alright, next is the backstage view that I want to talk about. The backstage view gives you various options for saving, opening a file, printing, and sharing your document. So for instance, backstage view is located on the file menu. So if I click on file, this is what is known as the backstage view. So here we have options such as open a new document, we can save this document, we can save as this document, and the difference between save and save as is as follows. So for example, if you're working with a document and you would like to save the document with a different name, you could use save as command. So similarly, print command, you can print your document, we can share our documents, you can export the document into a different file format, for example, or close your document. And then a couple of other options that we have in the backstage view are the account, which is your online account with Microsoft, since Microsoft Word 2013 is a cloud-based program which allows you to collaborate online and share documents online. And then our options, where we can set default options for your entire Word interface. So if I click on the back arrow here, it'll take me back to my document. Alright, the next part in the Word 2013 interface is the document views. So Word 2013 has a variety of viewing options that change how your document is displayed. So for instance, you can choose to view your document in read mode, print layout, or web layout. And these views can be useful for various tasks, especially if you're planning to print your document or accessibility. And next to print layout, we also have zoom option where you can zoom in and zoom out your document. So for example, the default is 100%. I can simply click on the plus sign here and keep clicking on it. It will enhance or zoom in my document. And I can use this slider simply to either do a zoom in or a zoom out on my documents. Okay, great. So we've taken a look at the ribbon, various menu options, various groups, the ruler, quick access toolbar, and then different document views, and zoom in and zoom out your document. On the bottom left corner, you'll see some options such as page number. This simply shows you the page number within your document, number of words in your document, if any. Right now there are 0 words because it's just a blank document. The language, and then no macros are currently being recorded. So this option is for macros, and macros are simply a series of automated steps. Okay? And we'll take a look at that in subsequent tutorials as well. So let me first go to my Home tab. So if I click on Home tab, and next I want to be able to simply show you, before I end this tutorial, the concept of templates. Remember, we talked about when you open up Word 2013, you'll be given a choice, either to open a blank document or use an existing templates. Templates are predefined set of documents that you can use. So let me just quick demonstrate that so you'll see. So if I click on File, and let's say I want to be able to open a new document. So if I click on New, notice it will give me an option where I can either select a blank document or I can use any one of these templates. Okay? And Microsoft Word gives hundreds and hundreds of templates. If I scroll down, you'll notice there are templates such as business flyer, student report, resume, and so forth. We can also search for templates online. So the standard searches is either business templates, personal templates, industry related templates, and so forth. So for instance, let's click on business, and Word is going to search online for various templates and then display all these templates for us to choose from. Okay? So such as a photo calendar, address change, and so forth. And once I select a certain template, so I simply click on, let's say, the 2015 photo calendar, it asks me to download or create this template. And all I have to do is just simply click create, and it's going to download the template and display it in my Word 2013 as a document where I can edit the template and then use it and save it the way I want. Okay, so notice here the scroll bar on the right side, I can simply drag and take a look at this existing template. So instead of designing these templates, we can always use and insert templates that are available online. Great. So I hope you're comfortable with the Word interface. So practice, work with opening a document, work with opening up a template, play around with the ribbon menus, see various options, and let's move to our next tutorial.